Is it called blogs or vlogs?
Vlogs.
Vlogs. I'm new to this. Vlogs with a V. Okay, for video.
Welcome to our channel.
We are Ocampos. Thank you for being with us right now. And if you haven't yet done so, please subscribe and comment.
Welcome to all our new subscribers. We are so happy and so glad that you're here. Thank you for choosing us. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for watching all the videos. Go and binge watch all our videos, right? Okay, thank you so much.
So now we want to talk about the myths in marriage that we broke. A lot of ideas going into marriage before you get married, and we found in our situation we broke several of those, so we're going to talk about that today.
Yes.
Number one.
Myth number one.
So marriage myth says that you need to marry your best friend so that you can have a nice and close and sustainable relationship. I'm not saying that's false, but in our situation that was not the case.
That was not the case. We broke that myth, like marry your best friend. Broken. We did not marry our best friend. Who was your best friend, babe?
I think my cousin.
Your cousin was your best friend.
Yeah, we used to move around a lot, so.
No, on the other gender.
No, I don't have a best friend.
On the other gender.
Yes.
You did not have before me.
No, I had. Who are they?
You know my best friend.
Hunt them down.
No, I did not marry him. I did not marry my best friend. I married this stranger, and so that was a myth that marry your best friend. No, you can turn your stranger into a best friend. So he's currently my best friend, and he's my greatest friend there is out there. Like, I don't have any other friend. But before him, yes, I did have best friends that I did not marry.
Same thing for me. I don't think I'm as close to anyone else than you. So yes, we're making each other a best friend after marriage. No.
Okay, number two is marry somebody with the same interests as you.
Yeah, so that myth is so that you don't have a lot of conflict in your relationship and you lessen the disagreements and the fights. Well, for us,
broken.
It's completely broken. We couldn't be more opposite to each other than anyone can. It's like, you know, day and night. Exactly,
literally. we are individually, we are so different, like not even our cultures, just our personalities. No, our personalities, we are different. Our likes and interests, our personalities are alike. This guy is loud. Let me tell you, people, you have been misjudging my husband. My husband is loud. He is loud, but the moment he sees a camera,
but I'm quite the talker.
He's very loud. He's an extrovert. He's the life of the party. Anyone who really knows my husband, his family, his friends, they can tell you that this guy, especially when he's with Filipinos, I'm always like, hey?
Where my people at?
Hey,
Tayong is not a Filipino word. Okay, yes. So we're opposites in that regard, and in a lot of things. I think almost in everything except for our Christian background.
Yes, that's
that one we're
thing.
Very similar. With you know, strict Christian parents who are grounded on the Word. That one we have a lot in common there, but everything else is opposite.
That's completely opposite. The food we liked, very different. I really hated seafood. Like, I cannot stand it.
I love seafood.
And he loves seafood, but that was something so different. The movies we liked, I liked romance and girl theme, chick flick.
Of course,
yes, and he liked action. The books we read, he liked factual things, blah blah blah. I was more into theology books. Everything was different. Like everything, the music. Me, I'm in the shower, boom 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 boom. Hey, kapungala, sister, kapungala. Hey, yeah.
If I was African, I would also like that.
Yeah,
I like it
but
now.
he loved it. All this, by the way, right right now, we're very aligned, but we're just telling you, when we're getting married,
Oh yes.
completely different. To what else? What else were we very different from?
So just different things in everything we do and how we do things. I'm an early riser. Early bird catches the worm. So I also sleep early by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Wherever I am, I'll just collapse. Whether it be in the sitting room, in the dining room, I'll just fall asleep. But I wake up very early, and then my beloved wife here.
I am a night person, like I'm nocturnal as you can get. So I sleep around 3 a.m. and I sleep the whole morning when he's awake. So we really, clash on that,
Actually,
It was
used
so
to be
hard.
an issue
It
in the
was
first,
such an issue.
in the first years of
Like, I
marriage.
want to sleep. And then he's sleeping. I'm like, wake up, it's too early. What are you doing?
But actually, the funny thing about that experience is we would tell stories of what happened in our lives to each other, even though we were together. Because then she'll update me on what was happening during the night when I was fast asleep, and then I'll also update her on what was happening during the morning, during the daytime, when she was gone, in bed. So that was a bit funny.
You're making me look lazy.
No, it's not that you're
We
lazy. She
sleep
works
exact
hard.
same hours.
Yeah, she works hard. As a mother of 3 children, she barely gets any rest. And then you can see everything else she does, pastoring, the worship team, the youth, and also a lot of things going on, juggling things.
Okay.
And marriage myth number 3 is marry from your own country or culture, so that you won't struggle with the food and the family of your spouse. So, as you can see, we broke that. Broken. We married across the continents,
Yes.
across races,
Yes.
across cultures, and across worlds, really. Different worlds. And for sure it had some challenges, but as we are finding out now, we're working out great.
We're working
it's
out.
wonderful. Yes, you find that actually deep down we are all just the same at the
We're
end
just
of
the
the day.
same.
We're people.
Like, exactly. Like Philippines is the farthest place from Kenya.
It is.
It's so far. Like, if I could look for somebody farther, it was the Philippines, And even here in Kenya, I see most people want to stay in their tribe. They don't want to venture out. That's a marriage myth. Things work out.
Yes, that's true. Of course, there is some cultural blending in that happens when you're from different cultures. So you have to be more understanding, open-minded, and respectful of each other. There will be times when you feel like your spouse is insensitive to you, but if you communicate well and let the other person know where you're really at and where you're coming from, and you get to know the motive of each other is really just to love you as their husband, as their wife, then it will make that transition smoother, and you will actually be richer. You'll have a richer culture, multicultural. You'll get to know new customs, better ways of doing things. Maybe this is how your country, your culture, your race, your people have been doing things, and maybe a new or different way of doing them is also acceptable and even beneficial to you. So you learn a lot. Your mind and your world expands.
True, very true. You're a wise man. Hey,
I googled
hey,
that.
Mr. Solomon. Hey, sure, like your name.
It's his experience. Yes, so that's what happened with us.
Exactly. Marriage myth number 4. Well, in-laws hate each other. We totally did what? We
Broke it. As you may have watched in the other blogs, is it called blogs or vlogs?
Vlogs.
I'm new to this. Vlogs with a V. Okay, for video. And my wife here loved her mother-in-law, who is my mom. So we totally broke that. That you're supposed to fear.
What about you? Don't like my mother?
I love
Hey.
your mother, my mother-in-law, and like I said, my biological mom being now in heaven, I have made my mother-in-law my mom now. I have no other mom except her, and she has also treated me the same way as a son, caring for me, being open to me. We have honest and frank relationship, but respectful and really loving. We care for each other as you know, a real mother and son relationship without that barrier. Of course, there's still that respecting your in-laws as the parents of your wife, but in our marriage, we've broken that. And even the other
the sisters, the brothers, and
yes.
you have so many siblings, and really, especially your brothers, from heaven, and
even my sisters are from
your
heaven.
sisters
I love my
are
sisters.
also from. I also love your sisters, especially your older sister is just like our mother. You know, Mom Timmy and Mommy Faith, and all of them. Just really love them. Chaya, Frangela, Jubilee, love all your sisters. Like they're amazing. they're just an embodiment of you. I see you. I see. They're just amazing. Oh, but why are we not in our fathers-in-law?
Oh yeah, because it's just a given. We love them each other.
I love my father in grace.
I love my father in grace as well.
Yeah.
Her father, Bishop Dr. Charles Buyu,
Yes,
and she loved my father, Dr. Solomon,
much,
Prophet.
So much. In fact, when I have a problem, he's the first person I call. Dad.
My dad now.
Yeah.
She calls my
Yeah,
dad.
I call his dad.
I don't call her dad.
No, he doesn't.
Problems. But no, we're as close as any in-law relationship can get, I believe. And we spend a lot of time together.
And my siblings adore you. They love
really? They
me.
do?
Yes,
Really?
they really do.
Thank
what
you.
do you mean really? So you know.
Well, you know, it's different hearing it. But my relationship with them is so great. Like all of her siblings, I love them. Her brothers and her sisters, I treat them like my own brother and my own sister. And there is no wall between us or anything that gets in the way. It's just that, again, frank, respectful, and loving and supportive relationship with her siblings.
So there's a wonderful Ocampo Muyo relationship.
Yes.
Yes. We broke back.
Yes. There's no steamer?
I think so. Yeah, that's steamer.
And I think the biggest marriage myth of all that we broke was...
Follow your heart. We just broken, guys.
Completely.
Broken.
Yes.
Like we did not follow our hearts. If we had followed our hearts, nakuambia, disaster. Like yesterday, babe, I was literally discussing with my friend. Like, do you remember that guy you're dating? I'm like, imagine where I would have been right now. Hey, crying, tears.
Oh my.
Tears.
I'm sure it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad, but he's everywhere with every woman in Nairobi.
Oh my goodness, he's that bad.
He's very bad.
Let's not say his name. Yes.
Follow your heart.
Remember in other vlogs, I said that my only request was to marry from my own country, my own people. But now as I'm married to my lovely wife, I really thank God every day. In all seriousness, not for show or not to tell others, but I can't imagine being with anyone else except the love of my life, the only queen in my heart. And sometimes when I just see her, when we're in the same room or in the same house, I just look at her, and in my mind I'm telling myself, what would I do without this woman?
Hey, Shokampo.
That's true. So we broke that, and it's not even marrying who you wanted, who you had big feelings for. I'm not saying that's bad, go for it. But in our situation, we broke that myth that it has to be that way. We married, as you might have figured out by now, by trusting and believing in faith that we were following God's direction for our lives through our parents, spiritual mentors. So that's a very, I think, the biggest myth of marriage.
Yes, was follow your heart. And so even to me, like I said, like I would have made very wrong choices in life. And I'm just glad I did not follow my heart, because my heart was just being led by my eyes. Like this whole list, it wasn't just following. My eyes were doing the talking, and my eyes were speaking to my heart. So it wasn't what God wanted for me. It is not exactly what God had planned for me. And so I just followed my eyes. But I thank God that He made the choice for me, and I'm so glad that we broke that myth. I did not follow my heart, I did not follow my eyes, I did not follow my mind. I followed the leading of the Lord through His parents. Amen.
And your parents too. Okay, your mother.
My mother.
Yes. All right.
So thank you so much as a marriage myth that we broke. Hope you can get encouraged. If you're out there and believe in God for a spouse, just remember you don't have to follow these myths like by the book. Oh, I need somebody who will have same similarities, who will be singing together, blah 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 blah. I always used to think I'll get somebody, we are there in the pulpit together, like and then he takes over, blah 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 blah. But no, I find like who he is right now, true servant of the God who speaks forth the word. Like I'm the worshiper, but he's the preacher in our house, and the word his righteousness and holiness, like it's just so what I need. And I didn't know I needed that. I thought I needed talent. Hiya, my friend, that's not what I needed. But I thank God, like we are saying, all these things in the end they have lined up. Like in our 6 years of marriage, now I love seafood. Can you imagine? I went to Malaysia in February and I sat through a buffet of seafood. His brother had taken me with their lovely wife, and when I was eating, I was just laughing to myself. I'm like, I couldn't do this 6 years ago. Like there's no way I would be doing this. But I thank God being with him has made me even love things I didn't know that I love. Anyway, so right now I'm actually even enjoying things like action movies. I never thought I'd love them, but I thank God there's even in Hollywood they brought in a blending of romance and action.
To get both sides.
To get both sides. So we like that. And right now, what are you enjoying? He's enjoying African dance. If you haven't watched that movie where he's acting movie, that vlog where he's dancing Kiluya, check it out. What else do you like right now that you didn't like?
Basically the food here, of course it took some getting used to, but I love Kenyan cuisine, Swahili dishes, all these healthy and tasty things. Pilau.
Samosa.
Oh yeah, I love samosa because it's oily and meaty and greasy.
Oily, meaty and greasy. Who can say no to that combination?
Yes. So a lot of things that I didn't know I would like.
Yes.
Vlogging. I didn't like it.
He's about to start liking vlogging, guys. Since we hit 10K, would tell us how you're changing.
Oh yeah, before whenever she would shoot an episode for the vlog, I'll just be a grumpy old guy and be like, oh, why do we have to do this? Oh man, why? You know.
Until people are thinking, hey, this news is too much. They don't know.
But now whenever she would shoot an episode for the vlog, I'll be, you know, getting up and ready and even helping to set up if I can. So things change.
Things change, people.
So those are the myths of marriage that we broke, and like she said earlier, you don't need to be confined to these concepts and rules. Everybody's story is different. Your story is different. You don't need to follow anyone else's. Of course, there are wisdom in some of those myths or rules for marriage. You know, like watch out for red flags, warning signals before you get into it. But just remember that God is writing your own story that is unique to you and to your perfect spouse. So no need to compare yourself because God has laid it out for you. Just the perfect story.
Man, and thank you so much. I cannot even add there. We're just bringing it to a wrap. He's spoken like 10 men.
Yes, so thank you so much for joining us today for another episode at We Are Ocampos, and we're really thankful and grateful for each one of you. We pray for each one of you that you will also be blessed throughout your day and at the same time be entertained by what you're seeing with our family. Thank you and God bless you.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment below. Let us know what myth do you think was kind of extreme, or what myth do you think you should break, what myth should go on. Just let us know on the whole topic. Comment down below. Like this video and share it to your friends. Thank you and God bless you.